Gold handle doors will let you walk through them. That is an important thing to remember so that you don't spend all of your time humping doorknobs that you cannot interact with.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
How come everybody's got a first initial, but Schroeder doesn't?
I never noticed that before. Also, I shouldn't reveal that detail. Open up. Have you ever seen those videos on YouTube of the people who are just deliberately non-cooperative with police just because they want to be assholes? They're like, am I free to go? Am I free to go? I have constitutional rights. You can't just stop me. Am I free to go? And it's like, you might have a point in that legally you can refuse the search and seizure unless there's some sort of weird implied consent thing. But still, like, you can just go, look, here's license and registration. Oh, the fight scene.
I forgot.
But, like, you don't have to be an asshole to cops just for the sake of doing it. And so, I was watching a video recently entitled, I think it was some Californian city is a police state, it was titled. And it was, 2 people inside a house, a wife and a husband, and they had their kids in the backyard playing. And the whole thing of the video was the police showed up at his front door, a few squad cars, because they had reports from the neighbors of screaming and stuff. Then they called in a possible domestic abuse, and the police can't just go, okay, well, you're saying that there's nothing going on here, so we'll just go on our merry way. Hope you're not beating your wife and your children to death.
Is that my hat? Yes.
Yeah, there is an achievement for winning that fight. It might be that fight or another one without getting your hat knocked off. So they show up at his door and they're like, look, we're just here to make sure everyone is alright inside your home. We got reports from a neighbor that there's a possible domestic abuse. We just have to follow through. Can you please let us inside? And they go on like that for a few minutes, and the guy's like, no, you are violating my constitutional rights. Are you breaking into my house? Blah, blah, blah. And so the cops finally like, look, we have to follow up on this. We are going to have to kick your door down kick your door in if you don't voluntarily let us in. And I don't know the legality of this, but the point is the guy's being an asshole just for the sake of, like, I don't like cops, I'm fighting the man. So they kick the guy's door in finally after, like, the cops had a lot of patience. They finally kick the guy's door in, and the guy's like, oh, you're bringing in my house, blah, 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 blah. And so they finally ask the wife to move out of the way so that they can handcuff the husband. And they finally grab her by the shoulder and gently, like, shove her aside. Not like a heavy push, they just kind of put their hands on her shoulder. And the guy's screaming, assault, assault, you're assaulting my wife! And he's taping all of this. And finally he starts getting really belligerent and they tase him.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
And all the comments are like, man, what a fascist police state. I hope these pigs rot in jail or shit. I'm like, I hope this guy gets tased more.
Seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the 3 fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All 3 of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso. Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
And at that scene, we learned that Phelps is a little pussy.
Not really, but okay. His drill instructor surprisingly was not voiced by Arlie Ermy, which I think is the biggest shock the game has thrown at us thus far.
I think it's refreshing, though, because I love Arlie Ermy, but I'm just tired of hearing him in every drill instructor, part.
That's because the man is amazing at what he does.
He is.
At berating people.
He is, but there needs to be more people who can do that.
He needs to train a new generation to be as mean as him.
Brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville.
So, did you know in Full Metal Jacket, all the insults he hurls, I think those are all improv, and he improv like some ludicrous number of pages of insults.
We'll take
Like
that.
80 pages
It's only a
of
couple blocks
insults.
from 14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Mike.
I didn't even
You're
do
not
anything.
you're not some low-level traffic cop anymore. No, wait, did you didn't get promoted from traffic yet.
It's after this one.
Yeah. You play more of this than you let on. Which is, like, you played it that one night and that's it.
The handling on this fucking car.
What are you doing? This is not the
amazing.
handling's fault, Mike.
No, I said it's amazing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were blaming it.
No, it's like I don't think.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say. Oh, this is the dumb bank robbery shit. Look at his derpy face. I'm a gangster.
I'm a raider. I got me a shit.
What kind of gun is that?
It's a shotgun.
What kind of shotgun?
Probably Smith Winchester. What the? No!
Did you say a Smith and Winchester?
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Come on, Mike. I'm leaning on you for the gun knowledge here.
Stop.
What are you? What the shit?
Hey, I've never.
Oh man, this is. Are you like?
Where is he?
He's behind the car. Go get him.
Wow.
You don't like need to wait. This isn't Gears of War here. Scratch one grub.
Head down. Use the cover, Phelps.
Yeah, play the Uncharted here. You gotta like Uncharted. It predates modern video game conventions. Hell, we already did the drainage pipe climb.
Bank is surrounded.
Now we just need like the end of the game to be all about mystical monsters. Why does every Uncharted game end like that? Where it's like grounded Indiana Jones treasure hunter looking for some mystical MacGuffin shit. And then at the end it's all like, these are sacred, godlike monsters from some ancient culture.
Stay in cover.
You are not speaking.
That's it.
At
I'm
all.
having fun.
I think we
Fucking
got it,
have
Cole.
fun and speak!
Be all clear.
Mike, let's play with me.
What? No.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach
Well,
for the shot,
we're at
you're
least we're
out.
keeping the
Dead
themes
when
from
you
Alan
say
Wake
face,
consistent here.
It's okay, Ralph.
Where I make unintentional innuendos
Glad
at
you have
you.
my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Aww. That's cute.
Oh, Mike, I couldn't ask for a better partner. I could.
I was gonna say.
It's like, have you seen me not talk here?
Have you noticed the amount of things you have to beep out?
Well,
Not in this.
yeah, exactly. We're off to a really good start. We're more than an episode in, and already I've not had to beep anything out. I feel pretty good. I like that.
Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future.
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Yeah. Exactly.
Here we-
finally get it.
And here we learn Cole is kind of a dick.
Cole is a lot of a dick.
Cole's a horrible.
We're gonna learn more about how much of a dick old Ward Cleaver Cole Phelps is.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way.
Yes, because personalities often get in the way of friends.
Tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before he jumped parole.
Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Why are we chasing this man down? Because the way they phrase it, it sounds like he jumped parole long ago and then paid for his crimes. But he's running, so automatically guilty. This looks surprisingly like a chase scene they showed off in a Watch Dogs trailer.
Hold it right there. Stop now or I will shoot.
Oh god, we have more Uncharted shit going on.
Jesus, son. Watch your fire.
Have we been promoted yet?
Oh, no.
Why? Where are you going? Oh no.
Right now.
God, you have to climb faster, while you have to race up that ladder. Make sure you obey all safety laws.
Stay the hell away from me.
Who the hell can climb like this? This is what I'm talking about. Everyone in 1947, everyone in 1947 was just super athletic to the point of super heroism.
What drain pipe is put on there that's strong?
That it can support the weight of these two adult men,
At the same time.
It's over, Bowers.
like these very physically fit men. Run toward a gap to jump it, Mike. Quick, you gotta do it.
Regardless of whether they can climb it or not, how's the drain pipe holding them? Alright, he's gonna try and sneak me.
Yeah, he's a sucker punch your ass. You fell for it.
Looks like we
Is there any way to get around that?
There probably is. Oh god, you have to
L2.
do the combat.
L2.
L2.
Why won't it?
Why
Oh,
won't-
L2.
L2.
It's not L1, believe it or not.
L2, it's not L1.
No, throw him off the building!
Can you do that?
I want to!
Try it. Like, oh, you knocked him. No? Okay, lure him over to the edge. Yeah. Good.
Maybe
Now
I
grab
can-
his ass. No! Oh, you can't headbutt him if you want to throw him to his death. You can! You can!
Yes!
Wow, what a massive piece of shit Cole is!
High five!
Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
You run track in high school? No, I ran murder.
I threw his ass off a building!
I didn't take gym in high school. I took homicide.
I bet you
I got an A for anarchy.
there will be people watching this video just for that, because I bet you not many people have done that in Let's Plays.
God.
Being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make
Part of being a marine
It's throwing people off
learning-
buildings!
Yeah, first you gotta bait them into attacking, and then you grab onto their collar and you just swing.
That was so fucking good!
It's actually a Navy SEAL technique. We're not supposed to be training it here.
Oh my god, that was the
Good old Ward Cleaver Cole Phelps.
I'm gonna be...
He's gonna be the most righteous of all cops.
Okay, most people...
Kelso, 2. Leadership. Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill,
Out of
6.
all of these
Kowalski, 6.
Let's Plays that
Watson,
I've
5.
seen of
Hudson,
this game,
5.
which I've
Kelso,
never
thought
watched...
you
I've never
okay.
watched a complete
Okay.
one.
Kelso.
Do you
I watched
like,
I
do
watched
you know,
Hannah play it, and she did like she was just kind of going through the motions. But it wasn't bad. I'm just saying she.
Do you know like the major plot points for each case, like the Black Dahlia stuff and the ending?
Not really.
Okay, good. As long as that's fine.
You just don't want it completely spoiled for me. You
No.
want me to discover this on my own.
Yeah, because like the game has no value once you know who did what.
But then I watched. Who was it? I think maybe Cry, but maybe it was PewDiePie. I don't remember. One of those.
You
two.
watch PewDiePie?
Every so often.
It's not. I'm not gonna pass judgment on PewDiePie on this show because clearly he's doing something right. He's like 4.5 billion subscribers.
No, he's good. He's just what turns him off to some people is he's kind of just like corny.
I've watched him a few times, and all it is him on a face cam shrieking. I just said I wasn't gonna pass judgment on fucking.
That's not
PewDiePie.
passing judgment. That's just saying.
This
one of the
stating
things he
objective fact. Oh, is this the guy I pushed off that building? No, it's someone else. Oh, was he also pushed off a building? I'm kind of into that.
You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up.
So,
I'll be with you
Cole
in a moment.
Phelps is made out to be like the righteous cop. He's gonna be
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
gonna walk the dinosaur. He's gonna be the one who stands up to the corruption in the police department. That's what they make him out to be. And we are already shattering that illusion. That's all.
I just pushed him off
the thin veil of that illusion.
Oh, what's down
Pat down
here?
the victim's pockets. Hey, Mike, are you gonna steal from him now?
He's got a wallet in here.
If you could steal from him, you know you would. So wait, don't.
$52. That's like $500.
This
back
stuff
in
could be
time.
very important. You have to remember all of it. You should be writing this down. 01786. That's super important. It's the combination to the room in the bookstore in Silent Hill 3.
Is it?
No, it's not. The way you get to that solution in Silent Hill 3 on hard is actually way dumber. It is the infamous Shakespeare puzzle, where you have a memo, I think, on the front desk in the bookstore, and it has 6 lines, 6 quatrains, and 4 of them refer to different Shakespearean works. I think it's King Lear, Othello, Hamlet, and Romeo and Juliet are the 4 it references.
All right. Yes,
And those 4 Shakespearean works each correspond to a number for the keypad. But there are 6 verses. The last one, I think, is irrelevant. The 5th one also has a number associated with it. But the 5th one is also an instruction for what to do with the other numbers. So it tells you in this really roundabout, poetic way that
This is awful.
that
Awful.
that
Why can't we get any
Hamlet something enough for 2, so that means you're supposed to double the number that corresponds to Hamlet's entry,
Clear this area
and then it keeps going on like that, and the 5th part of the memo is telling you, or the 5th part of the memo is telling you all that, and to remove 1 digit so you get the 4-digit code. It's like the most elaborate, complicated, ridiculous puzzle outside of a pure point-and-click adventure game ever. It's not as bad as like some of the
He was my boss.
logical puzzles in old adventure games that just don't make sense, but it's still really dumb. I liked it though.
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Sit down.
Sit down so I can yell at you. Is this... Oh, this might be the first interrogation, or not interrogation, but the first time you talk to a witness and question her. Do you want to review the
You
evidence?
think you could tell me exactly
You
what
should
happened?
review the evidence. It's important when you're accusing people of crime.
But I'm not accusing her of anything yet.
You will!
Mr. Gage.
I guarantee that this is the first time you get the whole press X to doubt, press triangle to tell her she's a fucking filthy liar and that she should burn in hell forever, and press press circle to say that she's perfectly fine and okay, a perfect angel.
I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
So, this is the first time that it really shows off the facial recognition thing. But here is one of the big problems with the way they do this, is that because the whole game relies on you reading people's expressions to judge whether or not they're lying, they have to overact everything to make sure you pick up on those details. They can't just do it subtly. And so it becomes really obvious when people are just full of shit. So when you accuse them of lying, you have to go into your notebook and select the evidence that proves that they're lying. Otherwise, you have no case against them.
How can you prove different?
I don't know.
See? Do you know what you asked her, what you were talking about? Were you paying attention?
Not really.
So you weren't speaking, but you weren't paying attention either?
I was listening to you.
Don't listen to me, never listen to me. Nobody should listen to me. The audience should not be listening to me. I'm just spouting bullshit up here 24/7.
You've been paying for them for a whole year.
Did you guess correctly? Or did you actually, like, noodle that out?
I won't lose the earrings.
I noodled it. I figured the layaway voucher
Okay.
was important for a reason.
So you just did process of elimination is what
Edgar Kalu.
Edgar
He runs a jewelry
Kalu.
store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage burst in. Mr. Kalu
So,
was very
are you
angry.
at
Mr.
all, like,
Gage,
creeped
they
out by the
started
faces?
yelling at each other.
I've been
Because
paying
Mr.
attention. I've been
Gage
reading.
tells me that all of the things in the store.
Because the game is really, it's technologically advanced and that's really cool, but it's hitting the uncanny valley for me hard.
We get back here.
To the point where when their faces contort, they look like monsters. They look like the worst of the Whovian monsters.
Mr. Gage falls to his knees.
It's like she could be a weeping angel. If you just put like a gray color palette over her and did a freeze frame, weeping angel. Right there.
Broadway between
She doesn't have the luxurious hair of a weeping angel.
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked.
Ah, you're really paying attention to this.
Firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger.
Yeah. I would love to do an entire episode of something with you where you don't talk the whole time and at the very end it's just like, isn't that right, Mike? You're like, yeah. So, oh, Mike, please select doubt. I want to hear him yell at her.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what
you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews.
Ha!
A lot of people
It's
do.
not funny.
It's
No,
not
but the way that she says it,
things.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. That is why.
Are you trying to make me angry?
How many shots did you hear?
So yeah, racism is a big thing in this game. And coming off of Alan Wake, this will be
They
interesting.
were so loud.
Are you, like, you're pantomiming, shoving a dick in your mouth right now, and
I'm thinking here.
Intensely curious. So earlier, you compared my microphone to a dildo made by IKEA, and I'm curious as to how you found out that IKEA makes dildos.
I don't actually know if IKEA's makes them.
They don't. They don't. But still.
Because you said it was Swedish.
Did I?
Yeah, you were like, I was like, oh yeah, it looks like a robot penis, a dildo, and you're like, yeah, it's Swedish. I was like, yeah, it was made by IKEA.
Okay. Maybe I have like some Freudian complex that I'm not addressing properly.
Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
I'm not even
Oh my
touching.
god! Again with the clipping!
I am not even touching anything. What is going on?
What in the shit is happening with this game?
Oh, I think because your charging cable came partially out of the controller.
I have no
Hey
idea.
guys, I'm just gonna go snatch your car.
Up, just a step. Yep. Don't want to get my shoes bloody. Where the hell did you come from? So, you question her.
Hold on, I gotta turn
Where
around.
are you gonna? Oh my
Holy
god!
Shit! I just got fucking rammed.
Police should not be making illegal U-turns.
Oh my
like that,
god! Did you see that?
Yes. Did you just passed a banner that said "Drive safely"? Look again, "Drive safely." They're telling you shit. You don't care. You don't want the 5-star rating.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh man, what are you gonna do if you don't get 5 stars in this?
What the fuck is with this frame rate? Oh no, it's
The
back.
frame rate is fine.
It
What are
was
you-
fucked up.
The frame rate dips sometimes.
It was getting choppy, and then it stopped getting choppy. Whoa!
Oh!
Hey, I finally broke a fire hydrant.
Yeah, it only took until how many Rockstar games for fire hydrants to finally not be an invincible opponent?
No, they did that back in
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of trees.
Yeah, trees. Wait, I can take out a tree?
I don't know.
I'll be right back.
No, we're not detouring to find a forest.
All right.
You have to.
Maybe later.
You have to see the city for the trees it doesn't have, Mike. The big picture here.
What the fuck is that guy doing?
He's running away from you!
No, he ran out at me!
Maybe he didn't want to live anymore. But his crazy superpowers prevent him from dying.
Officer.
It's a terrible way to exist. Trapped in a body, trapped in a mortal coil that you just can't shuffle off.
He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Man, we're all high cultured in this episode. We reference Shakespeare all over the place.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, is he? I didn't notice.
Oh. See, there is
which
one thing that
this?
annoys me. One thing that really annoys me.
I think this is the first time where you can fire the gun in the air to get him to shut up.
Nah, I'll take
Just stop running. Give him one for me! That guy beat my child!
I do know enough about like what happens later in this game.
Tackle him. Tackle him.
Oh, I can tackle?
Just tackle him. Yeah, it says tackle. Tackle him.
Come on, get it!
Oh man!
Win, you pussy!
Don't make it worse, Kaloo.
Don't kill him! Don't kill him!
God damn it!
Don't do that.
What did auto lock on?
You have a left or a right control stick to stop that.
Yeah.